Why should I be the only one encumbered with this emotional cargo?
Encumbered. Emotional cargo. What?
Hello,
Welcome
Or welcome back
to the Womanly Podcast.
where we embrace womanhood in its entirety.
from the hard and awkward conversations.
To the silly and embarrassing moments.
An effort to reclaim and redefine what it means to be womanly in this crazy, wacky world. I'm Delana, the neutral one.
I'm Katie, the morbid one.
And I'm Madeline, the other one. And we're so excited that you've joined us today because there's room for you at our table.
So, grab your favorite drink and let's have a conversation.
All right, cool. Well, what are we drinking? I've just got water, and this really cute water bottle that's covered with all kinds of fun stickers.
Yeah,
I love that.
From my sweet friend Sophie, who goes by Fia Wilson Artwork. I had bought a handful of them, and then she sent me a bunch more. So it's all plant related, and then
stay hydrated. It says stay hydrated.
stay hydrated.
It's like our thing.
Maybe we'll get her to put it on a shirt for us.
Yeah.
Just a bunch of plant stuff, and like this one even says buckle up, it could get wild, which is exactly a good tone for us
I
here.
love it.
Hang in there, high maintenance.
You said she does the artwork?
Yeah, these are all her
That's so cool.
pieces. So shout
That's
out
so fun.
to Fia. I've got my Fia Wilson Artwork water bottle with me tonight, staying hydrated.
I've got a iced chai for the first time in a while.
Look at this. I wrote down chai
And
on this because I saw you drinking yours and I was like, I want chai. So I'm going to go get some at Walmart after this.
yay. Yeah, and look, it's pretty
know.
full.
I was going to say, I think that's the fullest you've ever had your
Yeah,
chai
that's
as we sit down to
true.
start recording.
Amazing. I'm
It's going to be
impressed.
gone in 2 minutes now. You've done well.
I am drinking just a strawberry bubbly. And I just finished drinking a blackberry apple cider vinegar tea.
Was it good?
Ooh.
It tasted like a blackberry apple cider vinegar tea. So it's not like one of those that you like drink and you're like,
Yeah.
craving some apple cider vinegar tea.
Right.
But but I'm kind of used to a lot of those types of things at this point. I'm just kind of like, it's something that I need to drink, so I do it. Okay, so every week we try to do a creative check-in question rather than just asking each other how we are,
Yeah.
because that's boring.
Yeah.
Even though we love each other. So this week, my question is, how do you feel about yourself right now?
I feel pretty okay. I feel like I've been, as I've been kind of getting back to health since I was down and out for about 2 weeks for different reasons. I feel like I'm kind of finally at that point where I'm physically fully healed, as far as I know. Still waiting some answers on those things. But so feeling pretty okay with all of that. I will say that I've been feeling a bit agitated today. As I was healing and as I was going through the sickness and stuff, I got way off on my supplements and my medication. And so I'm trying to not catch up, because you can't catch up on those things, but I'm trying to get back into my routine with it. And whenever it's anybody who knows who's on any sort of anti-anxiety medication, whenever you start slipping out of that routine and your body is processing out the medication in a way that it shouldn't be, I get very agitated over nothing. So that's kind of where I've been. So it's not agitated at myself or with myself. It's just an overall sense of just being agitated in kind of a basket case. So that would be my honest answer about where I'm at. But otherwise, knowing that I'm taking the steps to correct that issue and that I've been somewhat functioning well despite all of that, I feel pretty good. So
Good. I feel good today. What was making me anxious earlier? Something was making me anxious. Yeah, it was that I didn't get those results I've been waiting for. And now I have to wait another who knows how long, like a month. So, but other than that, I'm feeling good.
How am I feeling about myself? I feel
Uh-oh.
Yeah, I have been feeling like I think I feel a little bit overwhelmed in the sense that there's a lot of things that I want to do, and I just don't have. I think I am realizing that no matter how organized I am and everything, like there's just not enough time in the day for me to do all the things that I want to do. And so right now I feel sad because I feel like I don't get to do all the things that I want to do.
Oh.
Primarily because of my health. It's really, really hard because one of the things that I keep bumping into is that like I'll be in the mornings and like the first half or sometimes like 2/3 of the day, I feel pretty good. But kind of like as I eat and stuff throughout the day, I start to feel not good. And it's a pattern that I'm just starting to notice that like, okay, it's like in the evenings that I start feel really
get
off.
drained, kind of.
My brain is just like, but it doesn't even matter whether I'm working that day or not. It's totally tied to like all my gut stuff because towards the end of the day, it's like my brain gets so foggy and I feel like I can't do any critical thinking, and I feel really, really fatigued and like all the stuff that I think I'm just like slowly coming to terms with the fact that like, dude, you have to like, even though these are fun things that you want to do, like you have to let your body just rest and not try to do activities all the time. Which just honestly makes me feel sad. Like it just makes me feel sad because I don't want to have to do that.
Yeah.
Even though I do feel good about like taking those steps to love my body well. I feel like I am sacrificing, some things that I am deeply passionate about, and I feel like right now I just like don't know what to do with that in my heart and my mind.
Yeah.
So
That's hard.
I'm trying to figure it out.
That's hard.
Yeah.
Well, I think what we can do to try to alleviate some of that tonight is to have a kind of fun episode.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Oh, good segue.
Yeah.
So,
That's impressive.
thanks. I'm a professional at this point. No, so we decided that tonight what we want to do is kind of, we've each gone into the internet and and we kind of just search for mental health memes. And
Funny ones.
Yeah, funny ones. And we are going to take turns kind of going through what we have, explaining them, and then just reacting to them. I think that would be a fun thing for us to do that's a little bit more lighthearted, and hopefully those of you who are listening will get some laughs out of it as well.
So we hope you guys laugh for the next hour with us.
Oh my gosh, this is going to be so good.
Do you want to start?
I love it.
Yeah,
Sure.
Delana, you
Okay.
start.
Yeah, Delana, you kick us off.
Okay, let's start with once you get past my 12 rotating artificial personalities, general air of disdain, defensive and poor communication skills, emotional barriers, extreme moodiness, all the while dodging my continuous attacks to push you away, I'm actually a really soft and fun person to be around.
Self-aware too. Damn.
Like,
So
once you
self-aware.
get past all that.
Yeah, once you get past all that, then we can enjoy each other.
As if there's a getting past it.
I know, seriously, because
That's who
if it's
you
not
are.
one, it's the other, and then it's just
I've
part
already
of
forgotten the first bit of it too. That was a
Yeah.
lot.
I think
That's
the
funny,
first
though.
thing was rotating personality.
Yeah, your 12 rotating
12
personalities.
rotating.
It's like the 12 days of Christmas.
Oh
That's
my
funny.
gosh.
Oh man, that's funny.
I did one, or I saved one that said, when someone says, "Don't be anxious and your anxiety is cured."
That one.
It's too close to home.
It's way too close to home.
Just stop worrying about it. Oh,
Yeah.
perfect.
Wow, that's what I was waiting
That
for this
easy.
whole
It's
time.
so easy. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
You've cured me.
Wow.
Yeah, that's like also whenever somebody tells you to just give it to God, and you're like, oh,
Yeah.
yes, good point.
Why did not I?
Yeah,
didn't
why
even
didn't I
that.
think about that?
That's how I feel about people who say calm down. I'm like, Wow. I'm so calm now. Thank you. Thank you so much for that reminder. No, it doesn't have it absolutely does not have the opposite effect.
I told Sam to chill out one time, and it was not my best moment. It did not go down well. He was like, do you really think that's helpful right now? I know. And I was like, you know what? You're right.
Court has told me to calm down at times, and I know for him, it's like the most well-intentioned thing he's possibly could say in that moment because he doesn't know how else to help. Mm-hmm. But I'm like, that makes me so angry. Do you think I would calm down right now if I could?
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to do by overthinking everything.
Yeah.
Oh. Me. Can I have some dopamine? Brain. Dopamine machine broke. Me. How about some serotonin? Brain. Serotonin machine broke. Me. Well, what do you have? Brain. Silent. Brain. Here's one line of the Full House theme song, but you're going to think about it for the next 3 hours straight. Mm-hmm. Oh, that's so real. Oh my gosh.
I'm just thinking about the McDonald's ice cream machine the whole time you read that. Oh. Sorry, our dopamine machine is broken.
Oh, yeah.
Gosh, this is what you do.
It's really true. Yeah.
The serotonin dopamine thing, this is what you do. McDonald's, the ice cream, that's part of what you do. Why aren't you doing it?
What the heck?
Yeah.
People, why are you so funny? Me. All my jokes are cries for help.
I have that one too.
You do?
Yes.
It's true.
My jokes are cries for help.
I've actually noticed it a little bit more in myself editing the womanly episodes when I laugh at sometimes when a laugh is not entirely necessary, I guess. How do you say a laugh is necessary? It's not like inappropriate laughs.
Right.
But I have noticed
it's not just a laugh.
But yeah, it's like a nervous laugh kind of. Yeah. And I've noticed that and I'm like, I didn't know I did that so much.
I do that with self-deprecating humor. Uh-huh. Like a lot of times I'll say something that's really self-deprecating and it's funny, but like behind that there's some truth to what I'm saying. I'm like, God, I'm such an idiot. And, like it will be at a moment whenever I'm doing something that's like anybody would screw up in that moment and people will laugh, and then like a part of my brain back there is like, but you really are.
No.
Well, part of your brain is like, remember that.
Yeah. Remember me. You'll think about this again next time you fail.
Yes.
Because you're a failure.
Oh, you just did it. She just did it.
Oh, I did. Anxiety. Okay, but what if me? Homie, we went over this like 100 times yesterday and we totally resolved it. Anxiety. Yeah, but I've looked at it from a new angle and there's like 20 more reasons why you should be worried about it. Me. Silence. And then me. Go on.
It's like that episode. Anxiety is literally like that episode of The Office where Michael Scott is like, I've looked at this from every angle. He said, I've looked at this from like 100 points of view. And he goes, my point of view and 99 others. And anxiety is just kind of like, I don't actually have any other reasons, but I have 99 others at the same time.
Mm-hmm. My favorite thing about a lot of these is that anxiety and depression are almost personalized as being a completely separate like conscious in your mind. And it really feels like that sometimes, that like anxiety is a totally different person in my brain.
Totally.
But it's still me.
Right. I know.
Yeah. Oh my gosh.
It's so weird.
Okay, I have to sing for this one. You guys are going to figure out why.
All right. I'm excited.
I'm so ready.
If you're happy and you know it, overthink. If you're happy and you know it, overthink. If you're happy and you know it, give your brain a chance to blow it. If you're happy and you know it, overthink.
Perfect. That's amazing.
Yeah, that's gonna be stuck in my head for days.
I was laughing so hard about that last night. Like, guys, I lost it over that one. Like, I couldn't breathe.
Your brain a chance to blow it.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god.
It's true though, because there's a lot of times when things are going right and you're like, okay, but what's going wrong?
Yes.
Yeah.
Seriously.
Like, okay, but there's got to be something that's just around the corner, right?
Yep.
Right.
Like this is too good to be true.
Yeah.
Where's the other shoe?
Yep. Okay, my next one. I love this one. After experiencing feelings, I have decided that this just isn't for me, but thank you for the opportunity.
If it were only that easy.
Thank you for considering me.
For this opportunity. It reminds me of whenever I've literally had thoughts just like that, where it's like, I used to just be so numb, like so bogged down by so much depression that I was just numb.
Yeah.
Like I just didn't feel like I had any other feeling except for anxiety.
Yeah.
And then as I've, progressed and healed, I feel a lot of things. I've like normal life. And at first you're like, oh my gosh, this is great. Like I feel life. And then crap happens and you're like,
yeah.
I can be numb again.
This is gross.
Yeah. I don't like feelings. It also reminds me of whenever I also used to struggle with making friends. And so my therapist challenged me one time. He was like, I want you to go and like invite a girl or a group of girls to go hang out, and don't hang out with your siblings. Like stop hanging out with your siblings because they're the only people I would hang
forced
out
to
with.
like you.
Yeah. That I wanted to hang out with. And so he challenged. So eventually I did. I made friends, and then I had friend issues a few years later, and then I went back to him and I was like, I have a bone to pick with you. You told me to make friends, and friends suck.
Yeah. Yep. Speaking of therapists.
Oh no.
This person said, I told my therapist once that I played Minecraft on peaceful mode to calm myself down, and she told me, you need to try putting your brain on peaceful mode.
Like it's that easy.
Oh my
It's like
god.
I'm just operating on hard mode, expert mode all the time.
Seriously.
Oh
Yeah.
my
And I can't get
gosh.
out of it.
Yes. Have you ever played Halo?
Mm-mm.
Legendary mode. That's what they call it. That's
Legendary
the
mode.
hardest
Okay,
one.
Yeah, that actually sounds more like it.
Right.
Yeah, peaceful mode. I'd like to figure out how to change that setting,
Yeah.
please.
How do we get into cruise control?
Oh my gosh. Taking a nap is did you try turning it off and back on again of depression?
Yeah, basically.
Yes.
Guys, that's so
100%.
real.
Oh my gosh, how do people like come up with this
I
stuff?
don't know, but it's so relatable.
And you don't
It is.
realize that you feel that way until you hear it. And you're
I
like,
know.
yes, that's exactly it.
A lot of times, like even today with my being kind of a basket case today, I was like, okay, I've got to get through these meetings. I've got this meeting and then I got to get through, which will be easier. And then I've got another meeting where it's a lot more pressure. And then we'll podcast tonight. And then once I go to bed, everything will be fine. If I can just get to bed, everything will be okay.
Press that
Will I
restart
get to
button.
bed today? I don't know. But if I can, it'll be fine.
Oh my gosh.
Video games allow us to do and experience things that are completely impossible in real life. And then it has a screenshot of text on the screen from a video game that says, "You awaken feeling well rested."
Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness.
That's a good one.
Yeah. My therapist said going to cemeteries and putting printouts of Michael Jordan's crying face on tombstones is an essentially unhealthy behavior.
Essentially.
That's so specific.
Essentially
Like-
unhealthy
It's like
behavior.
essentially unhealthy. It's not directly unhealthy.
Woke up with a ton of anxiety about a dream I can't really remember, but thank God I'm back in the real world where, nope, this is worse. It's worse than a dream you can't remember. That you have anxiety over.
And now you also have the anxiety of this dream that you can't remember on top of
Yeah.
this anxiety.
the reality.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I've definitely been there.
I like to play this game called Nap Roulette. I take a nap and not set an alarm. Will it be 20 minutes or 4 hours? Nobody knows. It's risky and I like it.
Oh my gosh, I love that.
I don't know how mental health related that is. I feel like everybody experiences that.
Well, it's like the nap of if the nap is like the turn it off and turn it back on of depression,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
right? Like
What's
you just don't know
gonna-
how it's going to turn out.
Is it going to be
Yeah.
a hard reset, 4 hours? Or is it going to be just a quick reboot?
Yeah.
It's like it's not working quite well, so you restart it, but then you figure out upon restart that it had a whole slew of updates to do. Dang it, I forgot to update my work computer today.
Oh, no.
Oh well. Anyway, It's essentially what's happening. Okay. Alpha move. When you walk in, hand your therapist the box of tissues and whisper, "You're gonna need it."
Oh, it's a bad day.
These are yours this time.
Oh my gosh. That's funny.
I imagine delivering that with a wink. You're gonna need it.
Oh,
Wink.
no.
Oh man. Therapist. Do any sounds annoy you? Me. Real sounds or imaginary sounds? Therapist. Curious. What's the imaginary sounds? Me.
Oh God, she's laughing so hard.
Right in the microphone. Perfect.
Spider wearing flip-flops.
Oh my gosh.
I can't even like accurately put that many flip-flop sounds in my mind at the same time.
I can, and it's the worst.
Oh my gosh.
Oh
That's
man.
funny.
I didn't expect that.
That's so funny.
Okay. So this one has that picture of a hand hitting the button,
Oh, yeah.
it's
The
going,
big blue button.
yeah, the big blue button, and it says it's captioned, "When you've got your mental health issues controlled, work is going well, and your personal life is looking good." And then the buttons that he's about to hit says, "I'll probably find a way to ruin this."
That's how it always
my
works.
gosh.
It's me waiting for the Ayla shoe to drop.
Yeah.
If nothing else will ruin this, I will.
Yes, I'm ready.
It needs to
Oh
be done.
my gosh. Oh.
It says therapists in the media, and then it says an asterisk, understanding head tilt. My real life therapist who I admire. That is the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
Oh my gosh. That reminds me. Yes. Okay. My therapist. One time he's told me, it's going to sound like he's a terrible therapist, but he's like, it's like that exact situation where it's like, he's done so much. But one time his response to something that I said is he just goes, "Yeah, he'll get over it." And I go, "Really? That's what I'm paying for?" And we both just started laughing.
It's probably true, though.
It is. Yeah.
But you obviously don't
Yes.
need all the education to be able to tell somebody that.
Yeah.
Maybe it's you need all the education for somebody to hear you, like actually hear you say that.
I think
That's
it's
so
really good for, therapists to not always feel like they have like this, gaudy answer, you
Yeah.
know, but it's like
Realistic.
whenever they know when it's okay to say just something like,
Yeah.
you'll get over it,
Yeah.
you know?
It's healthy.
I've had multiple therapists where like I go in and I'm like, okay, I don't want all the feel good stuff. If I'm being a dumb bitch, just tell me I'm being a dumb bitch.
Yeah. Give it to me straight.
I want
Yeah.
somebody to tell me that.
Yeah.
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 Oh my gosh.
Okay.
This next one is of a guy wearing a face mask on the back of his head. It says, "Me trying to protect my mental health."
I think I saw that one. Oh my gosh.
Picture so much.
Oh
my gosh.
Okay, this one's for the daddy issues out there. Whenever anyone refers
Present.
Yes. Here.
I'm kidding.
Whenever anyone refers to my father as your dad, please don't mention that name.
You mean he who must not be named? you know who? My therapist keeps telling me to stop comparing myself to other people, that life's not a competition, which, to be fair, is exactly what I'd say to somebody I was trying to beat, too.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh. She really dissected that one.
Right.
He or she.
Oh my gosh. Doctor, what are you using for birth control? Me. Just who I am as a person.
That's like the once you get past my 12 personalities.
Right?
You're actually a really great person to be.
Oh
It's
my
like,
gosh.
people have to use something for birth control other than just being who they are.
Yeah.
No.
Oh man.
I live in constant fear of being asked to share a fun fact about me. liked that one.
It's awful.
This is what I always do whenever somebody's like, fun fact about you. My go-to is that I tell people I can lick my elbow, which is the worst because then they're like, okay, now we got to see it. And I'm like, what's worse? Me telling a fun fact about myself or having to lick my elbow in front of a group of people?
Oh my gosh.
Which
much less
usually includes my contorting my body in some way because it's not an easy thing to do.
Oh.
Dang.
Yeah. So no, not a great question. I never have a good answer. Depressed kids in the media. I don't want to go to therapy. I don't need help. I'm not some specimen for you to dissect. Me rolling up to my therapist's office and collapsing in relief. What up, homeboy? I freaking missed you. Hope you're ready to hear some bullshit that freaked me up this week.
Oh my gosh. Oh, that's what it is, though.
Yeah.
Really, though.
That's how it should be. You should find a therapist that you like your buddies with.
Yeah, totally.
That you like look forward to sitting and speaking with them.
Yes, that you highly admire and you can even have fun with.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So it's funny, but it's only funny because it's so true.
Yeah.
My therapist. So how have things been since our last session? Me. All is well in Waffleville.
Waffleville. I love it.
What is that? Like,
that's whatever reality they live in that they've named Waffleville. I love it. I think that's excellent.
Oh, that sounds like something I would say. Is that my toxic trait?
All's well in Waffleville.
all is well in
Okay.
Waffleville.
Apparently we're doing a round table of therapist memes here.
Oh, I have a lot of them.
Therapist, can we unpack that together? Me. No, I spent several decades packing it up nice and neat.
It's gonna stay there forever. Thank you. Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh.
Somebody says, you're obsessed with your mental illness. I know, right? It's almost like it impacts every part of my life. And they say, it's all in your head. I know, right? It's almost like it's a mental illness. Somebody says, why do you let it affect you and stop you from being able to do things? I know, right? It's almost like it's an actual illness.
Oh my gosh. What a revelation.
Right?
Yeah, like I can actually, control it.
Yeah.
The all in your head thing is so funny. It's like, it's all in your head. It's a mental illness. That's exactly what it is.
That's the point. Good job, Einstein.
Good job.
Yes. Amazing. That's how one of my brothers totally thinks. Is he's like, I have anxiety about something, and then I do the thing, and I don't have anxiety about it anymore. And I'm like, I'm so glad that that's the only form of anxiety that you know. If it's just like performance anxiety,
the normal kind, because normal neurotypical people experience anxiety,
yes,
like anxious moments.
Every single human does.
Yeah, but it's like the step further where it, like there's a step further to
right.
it.
Yes, it's a way oversimplification of it.
Yeah.
My anxiety, something's off. Me, how so? Anxiety, something's wrong. Me, what? Anxiety, something. Me, like, can you give me a general idea? Anxiety, something's off.
Every day of my life.
That's me with anxiety, but also like my intuition. And I'm like, can you tell me something?
I know,
It's like,
right?
Something's off. And I'm like, what do I do with that? What do I do with that?
Yeah.
Oh,
Thanks for all the help.
Yes. This one has a picture of Moira, so she's the one that's saying it after the caption. But
Wait.
Moira from
Schitt's
Creek.
Okay.
Yes.
Thank you for those of us who don't watch that show.
When you're the only one in the family that goes to therapy and acknowledges what's wrong, and then it quotes Moira. Why should I be the only one encumbered with this emotional cargo?
encumbered. Emotional cargo. What?
Oh,
I love that whole
It's even
sentence.
better if you have watched the show and you know like how
Well,
she
now-
talks.
I know I have to.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
I have to.
How she talks is so funny.
Oh, that made it.
That's perfect. Me, I have depression. Someone, you should go out more. Go outside. Me, goes to the beach. Now it's a tropical depression.
depression vacation.
Hawaii. Oh my gosh. Jumps from one emotion to another. Parkour.
That one's
Like
good.
literally from second to second. Like 1 second you're just like totally
Your
anxious
brain's just
and
like
losing your mind.
doing
And then-
parkour.
Yes, and then the next second you're like, what was that thing that I was trying to do on Breath of the Wild? Like literally just a second.
Parkour. Sometimes when I'm really overwhelmed, I like to sit back, take a breath, make a list of everything I have to do, and then spend 4 to 5 hours looking at photos of complete strangers on Instagram.
Yes.
Oh
Accurate.
my gosh. That's a great segue to mine.
Perfect. Go.
See, I was
Yeah.
meant to go.
I always see gentle girls online full of sunshine and flowers, and I wish I was too. But I'm angry and full of memes and unresolved trauma.
What I look
Feel
like
that.
is not what's
The
in
funny thing
inside.
is, so are they,
Yeah.
ladies and gentlemen.
Yes.
Yeah.
The
Surprise,
girls-
surprise.
The gentle girls who are full of sunshine and flowers, they're also full of trauma and memes.
Uh-huh.
So
And rage.
It's true.
I love it.
Okay. Oui. Yesterday, I had a little croissant and too much coffee, so I had a, how you say, panic attack.
Your accent was fantastic.
Thank you.
It
I'm learning
was.
French.
How many times did you practice that before you delivered?
Not once.
Not once. You did a very good job.
oh
Thank
my
you.
gosh, that
Are you
was
doing
great.
Duolingo?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
I'm learning it on Duolingo.
I did that
Do you do
once.
it? Oh,
I did that once or twice.
okay. Once or twice.
Yeah,
That's
it's
how
a-
okay.
it's an everyday thing, but I have not every day done it.
I have not every day done it.
Apparently, I need a language app. Fine.
I think you need to take English.
When somebody says, "But you don't look depressed," and you say, "Oh shit, sorry, I forgot my literal dark cloud and neon depression sign at home today."
Dude, sometimes I wish I had that where it's like, so people would just leave me alone,
Mhm.
you know, so that they could see, oh, she's depressed. I should probably just kind of like,
Right? I
Pull it
like it
back a
whenever,
little bit.
like for dogs. So both my dogs are a little bit weird around people. One of them, he just gets way overly excited, and he's a German Shepherd mix, so he's really scary looking. And then the other just gets really nervous. And you can buy like collar tags or leash tags or something like that that basically says like, "I need space," or not friendly or whatever like that. I'm like, why don't we make tags like that for people?
Right.
Like,
seriously.
why can't I wear something that says "I need space, please"?
Yeah.
know.
Yeah. Seriously.
do not approach.
Yeah. Yep.
I would love
This
that.
one reminded me of you, Madeline, when you were talking about how, well, both of you were talking
Nervous. Hurry before I overthink this.
about when both of you were talking about how you nervous laugh sometimes
Yeah.
whenever you reveal something.
Yes.
Me accidentally reveals something personal while joking. Friend, dude, that's dark. Are you okay? Me, whoops, sharing time is over. Come back next week. Let's be real. This is us every week.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
You
yeah.
know?
Oh, yeah. 100%.
Yeah. We'll say something and we're like, wait, can we edit that out, please?
Yeah.
I just accidentally overshared.
Yep.
Stop being depressed about the past. You can't change it. Start being depressed about the future because you can't change that either.
Perfect.
That's so
Comforting.
depressing.
Comforting. Okay. A large group of people is called a no thanks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm. Actually, for me, I
It's
have this.
sometimes energizing. Sometimes.
My
Never.
social anxiety has been, it took me a while to understand it because of this. I would get because I grew up on stage, I could perform just fine for people. But whenever it came to, as soon as I was like, let's say that there were 4 people in a car, and as soon as 2 people get out and it's just me and that one other person in the car, immediately like overwhelmed with anxiety. Like it's that one-on-one more intimate form of socialization that I got so nervous about because I couldn't really perform. You can't really perform in a one-on-one situation.
Yeah.
And
oh my gosh, I feel that.
I didn't know what to do. I didn't know literally even how to be a human in those situations. And I was really bad at conversation. And a lot of people thought that I just hated them because of it. But now I am still like that, like meeting new people and it being like a one-on-one situation. A lot of times I'll still get that social anxiety, but I am totally fine in groups of people, like just throwing parties. And I think it's literally because I grew up on stage performing for people. That whenever I'm in a group of people, I kind of go into like performance mode, and also whenever you're in a group of people, as soon as the conversation dies, you just bounce to the next person, and there doesn't have to be like an awkward moment. Whereas like one-on-one, it's all on you, buddy.
I much prefer the one-on-one. I don't mind groups of people, but I cannot stand bouncing from one person to the next. I cannot stand small talk.
It's so much energy.
I don't mind if it's like a group of people and I can just sit at the couch unbothered. Just let me sit on the couch. Nobody please to come talk to me. I'd rather just observe. Like if it's a crowd or a group of people that I can just observe and maybe talk to a couple of people, perfect. But and don't get me wrong, I do, given the right opportunity, I do perfectly fine in crowds. It's just a preference thing that I'm talking about. But I'd much rather sit down with like a handful of people and just interact that way, or even just one other person and interact that way versus going to somewhere where there's like 30 people where I know there's going to be a lot of small talk and performance. Like the performance aspect of it to me is exhausting.
That's so hard for me too.
Yeah. I should clarify, it's usually only energizing for me if it's like a party of people that I know. If it's a party of a bunch of people that I don't know, I'll get drained real fast.
I used to be really good about it in high school, which that's the funny thing of looking back 10 years ago or even 10 years plus and realizing that at that point I was so much, I don't want to say better, but just my ability to handle certain things or just willingness to be a part of something was totally different back then versus now, where my preference and my willingness to partake in something is totally different. Right. Like, and I'm not sure. I went to a large public university and I was in a sorority and all kinds of stuff. So I worked crowds a lot for many, many years. And now I'm like, I don't want to do it anymore. It's exhausting. I don't want to work the crowd anymore. I just want one-on-one interaction, please.
Me, it has a picture, but I can't explain it. Okay. When I'm making up scenarios in my head and I take it too far and hurt my own feelings.
Sometimes those memes have pictures and they don't actually add anything.
No.
I would imagine that the picture is just somebody that's like reacting in a way.
It's just like a deadpan face.
Just staring off into
Kylie
the blank,
Jenner.
Blank space of life. Yeah. That's Kendall, isn't it? Or no, that's Kylie. You're right.
Kylie.
I don't know the Kardashians.
I know my Kardashians.
I know my Kardashians too.
No, I don't. Schitt's Creek and Kardashians I know nothing about.
Catch up.
Okay, I'll try. I'll try.
There's a lot of shows you've watched that I haven't, so I'm just kidding. It's good to have friends who will check up on you, and then it screenshots a text thread. Are you okay? No. Okay, cool. Just checking.
That's the best. I love that.
Sometimes I literally wish my conversations would go that way.
Right?
Like if I could just be honest and say no without somebody being like, well, tell me about it. You know, what's going on, blah, 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 blah. If I could just be like, no, and them just being like, okay, just checking on you. I would like that sometimes, actually.
I'll keep that in mind.
I know.
I'll do that because I would prefer that as well. It's like, it should be, if your life is not going well, it's entirely on you whether or not you want to talk about it. But people feel like obligated to dig in a little bit. Like that's what being a good friend is. But sometimes being a good friend is just letting the person be honest and then let them carry the ball from there.
And then letting them, not making them talk about it. Because I think that leads to people just lying and saying I'm good whenever they don't want to talk about it.
For sure. This one says, I accidentally messed up my life. How do I start a new account?
New membership, please.
I had thought about that, but it's like, how do I go back to my old saves?
Right? I gotta go back to an old backup.
Yeah.
When I see someone with social skills and stable mental health, oh shit, he's a wizard.
Yep, basically.
Therapist, tell me some things that you like. Me, I like when I'm sleeping. Therapist, I meant when you're awake. Me, oh, I don't like that.
Oh, that's great.
I read my next one. Stop. Okay, I know, I'm sorry.
This one says, I don't struggle with depression. Like at this point, I have it down. I'm good at depression.
I'm not struggling with it. It's part of the flow.
Yeah. It's like actually one of the things I'm good at.
Yeah.
Lots of practice.
Yeah.
Brain, hey, what you doing? Me, nothing, just relaxing. Brain, would you like to think about all of your failures? Me, no. And away we go.
Away we go.
And it's always like right whenever you're like trying to sit down and like relax, and you get about 2 seconds of actual relax, like, oh, this is nice to sit down, and then about 2 seconds later it's like, so remember that message you sent at work?
Remember that thing you said to that person 12 years ago?
Yeah, remember that?
They probably still think about it.
Yeah, they
every
probably
day.
think about that
Oh,
every
yeah.
day.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. Remember that thing you said in that interview?
Oh my goodness. It kind of reminds me of that line from Juno, and I can't even quote it right, but the guy in the convenience store saying like, this is one etch a sketch that can't be undid, kiddo, or something like that.
Yes.
Like, nope, sorry. You have no choice in the matter. This is how it is.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that movie.
I did not quote it right. I know for a fact, but those of you who know. If you know, you know.
Therapy is not enough. I need to fight my dad.
Oh.
That one's personal.
It's making me laugh so hard because I have felt that so much. I don't feel that way anymore. Thankfully for healing.
Yeah.
You know, a good therapist and healing.
Go to therapy, folks.
I don't feel that way. I feel very at peace about my relationship with my dad, and I feel no desire to confront him on anything. But for years, I felt that way. It was like, I just need to get in a fight with him and just give him a piece of my mind. And then I'll be at peace. But alas, we can find peace without it.
This one says, Brain, what time is your appointment on Wednesday? Me, 2:30. Brain, you sure about that, buddy? And then it says, you receive an email, read daytime of your appointment. Me, see, 2:30. Brain, you sure? Me, checks 12 million times just to be safe. Brain, okay, but consider this. Why not check again?
That was me this morning. That was me last night.
I had that yesterday because I had told my brother, who I live with, that I had podcasting on Tuesday this week, and I got home from work on Monday, and he was like, wait, I thought you were podcasting tonight. And I had a moment where I was like, oh no.
Yeah.
Oh.
And I was like, no, it's on Tuesday. It's on Tuesday. And then I had to sit and think for a minute and convince myself, no, you're right. It's on Tuesday, because they would have messaged had it not been.
Oh.
You know, like, are we still doing this tonight?
Oh my gosh, for sure.
Yep.
Okay, if I had $1 for every time I had an existential crisis, it wouldn't matter because currency is a social construct and life is meaningless.
We
Oh
all
my
have those
gosh.
thoughts. We all lay in bed and we're like, what is actually the point? Why? Okay.
Yeah.
Do y'all ever
Does anything actually matter?
do y'all ever lay there and think about the fact that you're just bones wrapped in meat, wrapped in flesh,
Oh my gosh,
and
Madeline.
like literally freak yourself out because you're like, how? I do that all the time.
I do. I've never
like,
done that.
Don't
how
do
am
it.
how is this life?
Yeah,
How is
it's
this
like,
how is this how
I
does
think
this
I
work?
get so uncomfortable and feel like
Mm-hmm.
miserable in my body when I do that.
Depression. Stay on the couch. We can't handle people. You need rest. Call off work. Anxiety. Swear to fuck if you call work, you're getting fired. Me sobbing uncontrollably in the shower.
It's so real though.
I
Yeah.
know.
Mhm.
Like the dynamic duo of anxiety and depression fighting is like the worst.
Oh,
I only struggle with anxiety, and I like somehow feel grateful for that.
Yeah, you should feel. Well, yeah. I mean,
It's just my reality.
yeah.
Our
Yeah.
realities are all different.
It's neutral.
Yeah.
yeah.
Go to doctors for anxiety. Cancel because too anxious to go.
Right?
Oh, that's so true. So
Okay.
real.
Let's end it on this one, since we all experience anxiety and have caffeine addictions. And this one says, me, not caffeinated, anxious. Me, caffeinated, anxious, but faster.
Yes.
Uh,
Oh my gosh.
Oh my
Speedy
gosh.
anxiety.
Yeah.
I thought of something earlier. My heart started racing for no reason in particular, and
Been there.
a thought went through my mind like, oh my God, is my heart trying to keep me alive even more right now?
It's not, oh my gosh, is something going wrong? It's like, oh no, it's trying harder.
Oh no, it's trying harder to keep me alive.
Please stop.
What do I do?
Oh my god.
Well, what's everyone looking forward to this week?
I'm gonna be out of town this week, and I'm taking Friday off and going on a little trip for the weekend to spend time with Cord and some of his family, which will be nice. But it will just be a lot of hanging out. We're going to a soccer match for the U.S. men's national team, and probably go shopping and do a couple other hangout things. So looking forward to a nice weekend doing those things.
Fun.
I have a doctor's appointment in the morning that I'm excited about because I have obviously a whole list of questions to ask my
Mhm.
doctor, and I like answers. So
Yeah, for sure.
Mine's
For
the
sure.
same as yours. I'm excited for
Yeah.
my doctor's appointment on Thursday.
nice.
Just excited to get the ball rolling.
Oh, also I'm getting a new set of silverware tomorrow, so I'm really excited
Oh,
about that.
That's always nice.
Ooh, I bought like a big set of matte black silverware.
Oh, we have some of those at our house. So I love them. They're very nice.
That's going to
They're-
be fun.
I just bought some cheap ones from Amazon, and eventually, because we just need more silverware right now,
Mhm.
but I'm not ready to invest in nice silverware.
Mhm.
So I just bought some that are cheap that I like,
Yeah.
and
Perfect.
eventually we'll replace them with some nice matte black.
All right. Well, hopefully y'all's doctor's appointments go well. So
Thanks.
Thank you. Bye.
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 Oh, drink your water and wear your sunscreen.
And hydrate.
And be
Oh.
kind to
Oh.
yourself.
Katie, I don't know how to tell you this, but drinking your water means hydrate.
Yeah.
And wear your sunscreen. Goodbye.
I didn't know that.
And be kind to yourself.
And be
Bye.
kind to yourself. Bye. Thanks so much for hanging out with us again for this week's episode of the Womanly Podcast. Be sure to follow us on all of our social media to hang out with us in between episodes and see pieces of our conversations that we don't get to include in these episodes, plus all of our bloopery humanness. We're on Instagram at Womanly Pod and TikTok, YouTube, and Twitter at Womanly Podcast. We hope to hang out with you more there. Have a super womanly week.